Okay, this video is about binomial theorem again. This is day 2, so we're going to continue on with what we did yesterday. Okay, remember Pascal's triangle and how we expand a binomial using the coefficients given in the triangle. That one had a typo right there, but otherwise this works just great. We remember the a term starts at the highest exponent and works its way down. The b term starts at the lowest and works its way up, keeping the coefficients in line with Pascal's triangle. Alright, so let's just dive into some examples so I can remind you what we're doing. Okay, it's a 4, so we're count our levels. Remember 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the level of coefficients you're going to use as you expand this binomial. So we're going to do it in terms of a and b first. Alright, so 1, a to the 4th, b to the 0, plus 4, a to the 3rd, b to the 1st, plus 6, a squared, b squared, plus 4, a to the 1st, b to the 3rd, and plus 1, a to the 0 power, which is 1, and b to the 4th. Now we're going to rewrite this with a's and b's substituted in. Now 2x is the a, and negative 6 is the b. So make sure you contain the negative there. So I'm just going to rewrite. 1 times all this is still the same. So I'm going to do 2x, all of that raised to the 4th power. B to the 0 power is just a 1, so I'm going to leave it alone. 4, put some big parentheses here, times 2x to the 3rd power times negative 6 to the 1st power. Close that parenthesis. 6 times 2x squared times negative 6 squared. Close that parenthesis. Times 2x to the 1st power times negative 6 to the 3rd power. Close that parenthesis. 1 times other stuff is still 1. A to the 0 is 1. So then I just have negative 6 to the 4th power. Now I start doing computations. 2 to the 4th power is 16x plus, alright, remember do exponents first. 2 cubed is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. And 32 times negative 6 is negative 192. And x cubed. Alright, here are exponents first. Remember, 2 squared is 4. Negative 6 squared is 36. So I've got 4 times 36 times 6. That is 864. And exponents are variables. I have x squared in there. Alright, next group. Negative 6 cubed first. Times 2 times 4 is negative 1728. And x is just to the 1st power. And then lastly, I have negative 6 raised to the 4th power. And I get a positive 1296. Alright, so you can rewrite this if you want without these parentheses. It should be in, oops, I missed this power right here. It should be x to the 4th, shouldn't it? My bad. Okay, so they should be in exponent order, highest to lowest, so I can rewrite this. 16x to the 4th minus 192 x to the 3rd plus 864 x squared minus 1728 x plus 1296. So yes, it's a long answer. You just take it in baby steps and you will get it. Let's try another one. Now this one's more complex. You've got two things going on. You have this part of your equation and you have this part of the equation, and you're going to have to subtract the two results. So don't freak out, just take it in steps, alright? So the first thing I'm going to do is the x plus 1 cubed part. Alright, remember count your powers, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so if I count this down, 1, a to the third power, b to the 0 power, plus 3a squared, b to the first, plus 3a to the first, b squared, plus 1b cubed. All right, here's a, here's b, right? So I'm going to plug in my values for a and b. A is x, so x cubed. So x cubed plus 3 times x squared times b, which is just a 1, plus 3 times x times b, 1, which is 1 squared, plus 1 times b cubed. Well, that's just a 1. So let's simplify this. That's going to be x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1, right? So there's the first part of my expansion. Now, I have to remember the equation has a 2 there, so I've got to multiply all that by 2 before I can be finished with this part of the equation. So I'm just going to leave this part for a second, all right? Well, let's do the x minus 2 to the 4th power, okay? So I look at level 4, and I have 5 terms, so I have 1, a to the 4th, plus 4, a to the 3rd, b, plus 6, a squared, b squared, plus 4, a to the 1st, b cubed, plus 1, b to the 4th. All right, plug in your values. A is x, b is negative 2, be careful. So I will have x to the 4th plus 4x to the 3rd times negative 2 plus 6x squared times negative 2 squared plus 4x times negative 2 cubed plus negative 2 to the 4th. All right, simplify this down, reducing as you go. X to the 4th. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, x cubed. Negative 2 squared is 4 times 6 is 24. Negative 2 cubed is going to be negative 8 times 4 is negative 32, x. And then lastly, negative 2 to the 4th power is going to be a positive 16. So now, this is the second part of the equation, and it's being multiplied by, think about it being multiplied by negative 5. So I'm going to put in this, I'm going to put negative 5 out here, and I'm going to distribute that negative 5 across. Negative 5x to the 4th plus 40x to the 3rd minus 120x squared, 32 plus 160x, and then minus, lastly, 80. All right, so that's the negative 5 distributed. Now, come back to your first step up here. This was this, and I need to multiply it by 2 straight across, okay? I'm going to line it up by exponents because that I can only combine like exponents. So 2x cubed is 2x cubed. It's positive. 2 times 3 is 6, x squared. 2 times 3 is 6x. And 2 times 1 is 2. Now it's just a big addition problem, really. Okay, so you just combine terms. So negative 5x to the 4th. 40 plus 2 is 42, x cubed. Negative 120 minus 6 is negative 114, x squared. Plus 166x minus 79. So I agree, there's lots of steps to this, lots of places to make mistakes. That's why you have to just show your work. Don't panic. Try this one for class. It's not as complex as the last one we just did, but it is a higher power. Try it out, see how you do.